Hi, my name is Kyle, and today I'll tell you everything you need to know about Hero Up before you actually buy it. If you've been noticing that your energy is not what it used to be, your stamina feels off, your confidence has dropped, or things just are not working as consistently as they should, then this is a video you need to watch carefully because Hero Up is one of those supplements that gets a lot of attention very quickly, but the real question is whether it actually makes sense for you before you spend your money. Before we go any further, let me mention something important right away. If after watching this video, you decide you want to check out Hero Up for yourself, make sure you only use the official website linked in the pinned comment below. That really matters, because with men's health supplements, unofficial pages, and random third-party sellers can create confusion fast, and the last thing you want is to end up with the wrong product. Now, one reason Hero Up is getting attention is because it targets a problem a lot of men deal with but do not always talk about openly. I'm talking about lower energy, weaker stamina, reduced confidence, less consistency, and that feeling that your body is not responding the way it used to. For some men, that starts gradually. You just feel more drained. For others, it becomes more obvious in performance, motivation, blood flow, or overall vitality. And once you start noticing that, products like Hero Up naturally start looking interesting. From the way I see it, Hero Up is being positioned as a daily men's support supplement. It is not being sold like some instant miracle fix. Instead, it is usually talked about as a formula meant to support blood flow, stamina, energy, and male vitality over time. And honestly, I prefer that angle, because once a supplement starts promising instant dramatic changes, that is usually when I get more skeptical, not less. Now, when I looked at the formula, that was the part I cared about most, because at the end of the day, if the ingredients do not make sense, then the marketing does not matter. The ingredients most often associated with Hero Up include L-arginine, maca root, tonkat ali, ginseng, zinc, and tribulus terrestris. And that combination tells me a lot about what this product is trying to do. L-arginine is one of the most talked about ingredients in this category because of its connection to blood flow support. Maca root is often included in formulas aimed at energy and stamina. Tonkat ali is commonly mentioned in men's vitality supplements. Ginseng usually shows up in products focused on endurance and energy. Then you have zinc, which is a familiar mineral in men's health, and tribulus, which has become a common ingredient in performance support products. So, from my perspective, this does not look like a random formula. It looks like a supplement that is trying to support male performance from several angles at once: circulation, stamina, vitality, and energy. Now, before I go deeper, let me say this. If you're finding this review helpful so far, take a second to like the video and subscribe, because on this channel I break down products like this in a way that is clear, realistic, and easy to follow without all the exaggerated hype. So, what are most people probably hoping for when they look into Hero Up? I think the answer is pretty simple. Most men are likely hoping for better energy, stronger stamina, improved blood flow, more consistency, better confidence, and a more reliable sense of vitality overall. And honestly, I understand that. When those areas start feeling off, it affects more than one part of your life. It can affect your mindset, your relationship, your confidence, and how you feel day to day. That is why these kinds of supplements get so much attention in the first place. Now, let's talk about the pros first. The first pro, in my opinion, is the ingredient profile. The formula uses familiar ingredients from the men's health space, which makes it easier to understand what it is aiming to support. The second pro is that it seems to take more of a daily support approach rather than pretending to work instantly. To me, that feels more believable and more realistic. The third pro is convenience. A daily capsule routine is easy enough for most people to follow, and with supplements, consistency is a big deal. And another positive is that formulas like this often appeal to men who want a more natural support option instead of jumping straight into harsher or more aggressive solutions. But now let's get into the cons, because that is where a lot of reviews stop being useful. The first con is that this is still a supplement, not magic. I would never go into something like Hero Up expecting overnight transformation. The second con is that results can vary a lot. One person may feel a noticeable difference, while another may not feel much at all, especially when factors like age, stress, sleep, diet, fitness, and overall health are part of the picture. The third con is that the men's health category is full of products that sound very similar, so you really do have to look past the branding and focus on the formula and your own expectations. Another downside is that some people buy these products hoping they will fix everything by themselves, when in reality, supplements usually work best as part of a bigger picture that includes rest, movement, and healthier daily habits. So overall, my honest take on Hero Up is this. I think it may be worth looking into for men who want a daily supplement built around familiar ingredients for blood flow, energy, stamina, and confidence support. The formula is probably the strongest part of it for me, because it at least follows a clear pattern. But I would still go into it with realistic expectations. I would not call it a miracle fix, and I would not rely on it alone to solve deeper lifestyle or health issues. What I would do personally is look carefully at the ingredient list. Think about whether the formula actually matches what I'm trying to improve, and if I decided to try it, I would be consistent and give it time instead of expecting instant results. And again, if you do decide to check it out, make sure you use the official website in the pinned comment below so you avoid fake or confusing third-party listings. If this review helped you understand Hero Up a little better, leave a comment below and let me know what part matters most to you, the ingredients, the benefits, or the pros and cons. And if you want more honest supplement reviews like this, subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss the next one.